Log of the Demeter, 22nd July. Rough weather the last 3 days, and all hands busy with sails. No time to be frightened. Men seem to have forgotten their dread. Made cheerful again, and all on good terms. Praised men for work in bad weather. Past Gibraltar and out through straits. All well. It's time for Dracula Weekly. It's time for Dracula Weekly. Welcome to Dracula Weekly. I am your host, Jasmine Garcia, and joining me today are...
Shami and you shouldn't have messed with the husband. Mina will end you.
My name is Callie, and Dracula, bless your heart, about to get double staked. You know what you fucking did.
Not yet in this universe, Callie.
He knows. He
I know.
fucking knows.
I know. I know that. You know that. Dracula knows that. Somewhere out in the multiverse.
It's fucking coming for him. It is on, like Donkey Kong.
Somewhere out in the multiverse, like Callie is outside. It's standing outside Dracula's coffin, begging pots and pans. I didn't get sleep because of you. You're not getting sleep because of me.
You know what? Yeah.
That is exactly how this is going. This fucker is not today. Not today. You fucked with my favorite. Not today. I'm going Adelaide on your ass. If I can't win, we're both losing. That is the Van Helsing way.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to rescue you again.
Oh god. Oh god, we gotta tell Dylan and Dalton this on the server later. Anyway.
Obviously.
It's like, you two have infected my podcast and I'm not even mad about it.
I mean, that was a pretty great bit.
Yes, it was. Anyway, but getting back to the canonical Dracula.
Oh, right. I forgot he existed for a second.
Oh, God.
I'd be ready to fight hell Dracula. Let's fucking go with this Dracula, though.
Oh, yeah, because we gotta fight him, too. We still gotta save Time Loop, Jonathan and Mina.
Oh, right. Them too, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear that Shami has suggested you yeet popcorn at Dracula?
Oh, oh, that's happening. For what he did to my baby? Yeah. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
And Callie always chooses chaos, and we love them for it.
We really do. It's going to be quite the fight. But anyway, not much fighting in this portion of Dracula at this point, because we got a little bit more of the Demeter. Tensions are rising, of course, because they're like, there is definitely something on here, and people are going missing, and people are going to start getting pissed off.
People never think to look in the barrels.
That's true.
Unless they pop out like or like Miguel and Tulio in, Road El Dorado style.
Miguel and Tulio fighting Dracula would actually be, that would actually be fire.
That's a slap. That's a slap right there.
Yep. Also, I hope all of you listeners have gotten your Vampire Blood merch that has been released already, even though it's fucking July.
Go support your local Vampire Blood maker. Go. They're working hard for you. The vampires are working hard for you, okay? Support your small businesses.
It's Bath and Body Works. That is not a small business, Callie.
I was being facetious little shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway. I called it I said the vampires were working hard for you.
Sure.
At what point did you think I was serious?
Callie. At what point did you think I was?
I didn't. So
vampires only exist in the multiverse. That is a correct fact.
Yeah. And one of them is tormenting somebody in hell. But
yes.
Let's focus on this Dracula.
Yes. But that's the thing. We don't have a lot of him in this portion. We have mostly Mina and Lucy,
who we love.
Yes. Taking in lovely scenery that still includes graveyard imagery, including broken graveyards, which I think makes for solid foreshadowing even in the midst of what is essentially a pretty fluffy entry.
There's also, like, craggy old sailors with accents. Like, Mina specifically
Yep. basically, and he claims to be nearly 100 years old.
Ooh.
Has anyone ever thought that maybe he was just Dracula in disguise? I don't believe he is, but I wonder if anyone's ever thought that while reading.
You know, at this point, nothing would surprise me.
Yeah.
That's more of a Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, but we're already predicting that he's hiding out somewhere in one of the graveyards.
Possibly, although he probably is still on the Demeter, considering the captain's logs.
Also,
no one knows.
Yeah, but it's like their lovely, spooky cottagecore life. Like we have Mina calling Lucy sweeter and lovelier than ever. Yep. It's a very welcome respite from all the drama that was in last week's episode.
Yeah, yep. It really is fascinating when you do read it chronologically, the tonal whiplash therein.
That's life, baby.
But, of course, even the sweet cottagecore moments can be interrupted by the creepy shit, because Lucy is apparently sleepwalking again, which is apparently something she has been known to do in the past. And
apparently she's something that her dad also did? Yes.
Which is interesting. So, and you know, like those of you who do know, the sleepwalking ends up being...
Some of us don't know. Some of us don't know.
Do you want to know now, or do you want to just chill for now?
I want to know as few spoilers as possible. Don't you want another Matrix experience?
You know what? That's fair. That is very fair.
You got to experience one of the 5 people left on Earth who walked into the Matrix blind.
Yeah, that happened earlier this month, actually. They didn't know anything about the Matrix, which, by the way, is eligible for this podcast because of Plato's Cave and all the Alice in Wonderland references, so look forward to that eventually, dear listeners.
And that is a degree 4, so it's also eligible for Sam's podcast.
Oh, of course. There are very few movies that are not eligible for Sam's podcast.
I would be shocked. That would shock me, genuinely.
Is it just her having a medical condition that she inherited from her father? Or
no.
Is it foreshadowing? Also, I do love that it is thundering outside right now. Thank you, Florida weather. You kind of did something right for once, even if you rained on me.
Knows.
Also, Mina's journal entry literally starts with Lucy and Jonathan currently in the doghouse together. She is the very upset wife/girlfriend.
Yeah, and she's just immediately like, yeah, this letter doesn't sound a thing like my boyfriend. What is going on? So it's there's just something lovely about the fact that she knows on sight that something is wrong. And it's just like, how the hell did pop culture convince us that Mina and Jonathan were a boring couple and that Mina should be with Dracula? How?
We don't blame the 31 version, but we blame one of the earlier Draculas.
Because
how was it that you described that one version? What was it? The one that y'all read for the screen reading?
The Francis Ford Coppola one? Yeah, because we did a script reading. We could not get through the script. It was we could not get through it because it was just so horny in a very misogynistic way.
How was it that you specifically described it?
She breasted boobily.
Yes, that was it. Yes, it was very she breasted boobily. It was awful. Especially in how it described Lucy, which it is wild how much character assassination goes down when it comes to Dracula adaptations, especially when it comes to Mina and Lucy. And Maven of the Eventide really made a great point in her video where she just kind of traced how Lucy Westenra has been portrayed throughout the different adaptations, and it's just like, if we need to think of Dracula as sexy, we can't like Lucy too much.
Ew, that's gross.
It is gross. It is so gross. But yeah,
Lucy's a very sweet character. I love Lucy. She's a little dumb, but that's sweet and nice and endearing. It's an endearing.
She's she's the best friend in any 80s movie.
Pretty much.
Yes, we love her. Protect Lucy.
80s Dracula would be cool.
Mina's I got you, bestie.
Yep, she really does. They love each other very much. And it's
Mina is the first Elwoods.
I feel like Lucy is the first Elwoods.
Both, really. Both.
Lucy and Mina are like Ellen. Oh my god, what's the name of The character
Vivian?
Yeah, they're Ellen Vivian, but Victorian era.
Yes, there you go. Except Vivian was kind of a bitch at the beginning. We don't like that part.
Well, yeah, but if you ignore that,
we're chalking that up to internalized misogyny.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. And he who shall not be named. You fucker, you know what you did. Fuck you.
And also Selma Blair, you know what you did.
Yeah.
Matt gave us it's on site.
Yeah. But yeah, it really is a shame because, like, Mina and Jonathan clearly do love each other very much, and they're going through this horrible thing. It's like Dracula really was, while he is a seductive figure, he was never meant to be a romantic character. And while obviously the genie's out of the bottle there, we can't stop it. It's just a shame that it feels like a lot of adaptations feel like they need to dumb down or just flat out assassinate these characters in order to uplift Dracula.
Yeah, I feel like you could have all of the above. That makes a better story, arguably.
Yeah,
Like
I just feel like it wouldn't, like, you can't cram all that into, like, a short movie. You need a mini series in order to fully cover that.
Well, yeah,
we
for sure.
We had that opportunity. We had it. It was right there. NBC.
Huh? Oh.
NBC.
Yeah.
NBC. I know. I'm sad about it too.
And that had a crazy cast too, including Alfred Jackson Cohen, who, of course, was...
He played Jonathan?
He played Jonathan. And unfortunately, it was a Jonathan that sucked.
Oh,
fuck. And Jonathan Rhys Meyers was Dracula. I didn't say it was a good thing.
Like, the frustrating thing is, it turns out what I had against Jonathan Rhys Meyers wasn't exactly correct. It turns out he wasn't actually as awful as I thought. He just had some alcoholism problems from what I could research, but I just could not buy him as Dracula. Because I remember watching that show.
Which is wild.
I think a lot of people still, like, associate him with Henry VIII from that Tudor show.
I mean, he was also miscast in that. But at least they rolled with it.
Okay, I don't know about that.
I think the only role that I really liked him in was in Bend It Like Beckham.
I forgot that he was in that. And also he was just kind of inserted into that because it was too gay for the studio.
Oh my god.
Like, Bend It Like Beckham was supposed to be a lot gayer.
Of course it was.
It was made by, like, an Indian woman director in the 90s. It was not gonna fly.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Indeed.
I know.
Like, isn't it supposed to be being made into a musical now? Because that would be a great opportunity to bring the gayness back. But I also kind of hope for that with Empire Records. Anyway, we are getting way off topic. But yeah, like, the NBC Dracula, I just was... I watched, like, the first episode and was just like, no. Like, it just did not land for me. And I get it, pilots can be rough. But it's just like, how is it that you have Katie McGrath flirting with everybody and I was still like, meh. Like, the only thing that made me even tempted to come back was the fact that they explicitly made Lucy gay there. But even then, from what I've heard of the storyline, it was not done well.
Yeah, still some character assassination there.
Yeah, like, because basically she confesses to Mina that she's in love with her, and unfortunately Mina does the straight girl thing that many a straight girl has done to her lesbian buddy.
The Mina from the original Dracula, that would not fly with her.
She would never. I don't think she would.
Never.
And
how dare you insinuate otherwise?
Yeah, and then Lucy basically seduces Jonathan.
What?
As... Yeah! She seduces Jonathan to basically fully kill the friendship, essentially, and also because she hates herself.
What?
So just throwing the book out the window and setting it on fire, and then
that's pretty much what it's like.
And Dracula kills her for that.
What?
He's all, Lucy, how could she? If you are going to behave like a monster, I shall make you one, basically.
Sure. Make it make sense. You can't. I know you can't. But
like Drac, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know this, but it takes two to tango. Like,
For
Jonathan
real.
Jonathan didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that's fucking okay, sure.
And apparently, like, the second season of that was going to be Mina knowing full well that he is a vampire and still being with him.
What?
That's so stupid.
Nope. Do not do our girl dirty like this.
It's
Okay,
like,
so
just because she wants to be
him now?
Yes. Just because she wants to be a doctor doesn't mean that you did a good feminism. I'm sorry.
That is not alone a good feminism.
And we thought that the 2020 miniseries wasn't just as bad.
I mean, I don't know. I hadn't seen it. I just did not hear good things, and frankly, I try to avoid Moffat's work because he has disappointed me one too many times.
Yeah, black female characters getting fridged.
Man,
yep.
This makes what happens in House of Dracula look fucking reasonable.
I mean, saying something.
Yeah, like yes, that is like the one gripe I have. But the thing about Are You Afraid of the Dark Universe is that what I love about them is that they never do what I would do, but they make me enjoy it anyway. Because, if I was going to be doing the whole Dark Universe experiment, I would absolutely be kind of centering Mina and Lucy into the Mina, Lucy, and Jonathan in the Dracula story. And because at this point, going back to the roots would be unusual. It would be refreshing at this point.
But I mean, they're also not romanticizing Dracula.
Oh, not at all.
No, they've made me hate him. They made me hate him.
Yeah.
We're just saying something because you were very set on Mickelson Dracula.
Yeah, you did my boy dirty, boy. You hurt him. You're mean.
Yes, Dracula is very mean, Callie.
In that specific instance, yes.
Most Draculas, I would say, are at the very least mean.
Jazz, I'm just emotional.
But this is like specifically kicking the dog kind of mean.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I fully agree. Like, I swear to God, I lost my mind when that reveal happened. When I first listened to the podcast, it's like, and Callie is so far behind, I can't tell them.
I am distressed. I almost dropped the cookie dough.
That's how you know it's serious, gang.
The mixing bowl almost hit the ground along with me. Had to use the refrigerator, people.
And I mean, you have
right by the refrigerator.
And I mean, you had a similar response to the reveal in the invitation as well.
Less dramatic, though. Less dramatic.
Far less dramatic, yes.
Far less dramatic, but you were vibing with Dracula up until that point because he is played by one of your favorite CW actors.
Well, actually, no, because that's not really one of your favorite. He's not really one of your favorite. He is a CW actor, but Callie has not gotten to that point in Legacies yet.
Ah.
Yeah, no.
But they were very much vibing with him.
Yeah, like, just don't hurt people I like. Don't hurt the characters I like, and then I don't have to betray you. That's the problem solved.
Yeah. Don't say the racist thing to the badass lady that they like.
Yeah, problem fucking solved. Don't torment my boy in hell, and we won't have a problem.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to say about the novel itself, or just Draculas in general?
Apparently, like Arthur's dad is also really sick, so it's preventing Lucy from being able to go see him. So they're separated for a bit. Also,
that is true.
Also, the dad's noble title, Godalming, it's an actual town in Surrey. So I guess this Arthur is essentially inheriting a kingdom of his own.
Okay.
I mean, that's not uncommon for nobility of that time. A lot of the times their names do come from whatever their land is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, Lucy stands to gain a lot, and therefore she has a lot to lose.
Babies. Yeah. Lucy, poor Lucy. Yeah, protect Lucy.
You're concerned, aren't you?
Yes, the sleepwalking is not going to end well.
Well, I think that's a perfect transition into Callie's predictions.
Lucy is going to continue sleepwalking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Sure.
Mina will get more badass.
Well, that's a given.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be badass with Jonathan too. Like number 3 is that Dracula is gonna have a very dramatic get off the Demeter moment when the crew is all dead.
Mm.
Number 4, Van Helsing should show up soon.
Yep.
I feel like Van Helsing should be showing up soon. I don't know why. It's just a gut feeling I have.
Fair enough. I guess we'll see.
Number 5. I don't know if I have a 5th.
That's okay.
Okay, predictions about the boyfriends or predictions about like what's happening with Jonathan and the brides.
Ooh,
Jonathan and the brides. Jonathan is not having a good time, but he is teaching them. He is teaching them about really ridiculous law stuff.
I mean, keep in mind, Jonathan, as of the last time we saw him, was trying to escape.
He's trapped. He is given up.
Oh no. How bleak.
I mean, he was given up at the point we saw him.
Unless he pulls a Dracula and starts lizard climbing down the walls.
Maybe so. But what, yeah, I want to, do you have thoughts about the boyfriends?
She needs to be with the southern boy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head all of a sudden.
Quincy.
Even though shit. Quincy. I love Quincy.
Yeah, right now she's with Arthur.
No.
She's engaged to him and everything. They're planning the wedding.
Yeah.
They mentioned that. She's already picking dresses and stuff.
I don't like it. No. Dump him.
Also, I missed the last episode, so I didn't get a chance to say this.
Sure.
Seward and Moreau should never be in the same room together. They'll get ideas.
Oh, yeah,
oh,
no.
God.
Yeah, Dr. Moreau and Dr. Seward. Like, if Dracula and the Island of Dr. Moreau exist in the same universe, I am sure
fucked.
Yeah, that too, but also I'm sure Dr. Seward is one of his defenders. Because he out and out references vivisection. He out and out referenced vivisection in the last thing. Again, he is prime for being among the greats of the mad scientists were it not for Dracula.
In that case, we should at least thank Dracula for this one good thing.
Sure thing. Sure.
Yeah.
Wait, prediction about Renfield. What's gonna happen with Renfield?
He's gonna die painfully.
Are you happy about that or no?
Like how? How is he gonna die painfully? Is it by eating a parrot or
eating a parrot?
It's what happens in the Nosferatu trailer.
It wasn't a parrot, it was a sparrow, I think. I don't think there are parrots in England.
It was colorful. It was at least a budgie.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I'm gonna go work on getting my favorite out of hell. I'll be back later.
Good luck with that. You got anything to plug before you do?
I'll get it to you later.
Sure thing. Go ahead, pull an Orpheus. Just don't look back when you bring him back from hell, okay?
I promise.
Don't look back.
I promise.
Okay, well, Shami, how about you?
You can find me on the online muse on Tumblr, where I post listicles and graphics. I'm working on something special for potentially next week. I will not spoil what it's specifically about, but I will say that it involves Mia Isaac and Rachel Zegler.
Oh yes, off the record, we absolutely should discuss like the little pitch we did at some point in the Dracula Weeklies. Yes. Or maybe we should we save that for the an RV telling special?
I think we should save it for that.
Fair enough. And as always, you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Favoriviera. You could also follow the show on Twitter at IER Podcast. And if you would like to help us reach the next chapter of our story, please consider leaving us a review or rating us on the podcatcher of your choice, telling all of your friends and family about us. And even better, if you have room in your wallets, please consider donating to our Patreon, our Ko-Fi page, or just the support the show link below. And now let's close out this week's Dracula Weekly. Thank God, Lucy's health keeps up. Mr. Holmwood has been suddenly called to Ring to see his father, who is taken seriously ill. Lucy frets at the postponement of seeing him, but does not touch her looks. She is a trifle stouter, and her cheeks are a lovely rose pink. She has lost that anemic look which she had. I pray it will all last.